in the top right, in teal from Team Unrivaled, our Terran player, this is Monk. And his opponent on the top left in purple from Outset Gaming, our Terran player, down 1-0, this is Valkyrie. That's a nice little logo there. I guess Utah Valley University Esports? Yeah, that's gotta be what that is, right? What else is UVU? I'm pretty sure Valkyrie lives in Utah. So I guess he plays for Utah Valley, which I didn't know was a school. Maybe it's a regional thing. Maybe it's just he's playing for the region of the Utah Valley region. That's who he's repping right now. But he does play for Outside Gaming in the CTL. 2 racks opener here from our Purple Terran player. Which direction is Muck going to go? Muck's going to go the correct direction first. So he's going to cut this up pretty quickly. There we go. First gas coming down from Valkyrie. So this, I don't think this is Reapers. I don't think this can be Reapers, can it? Like anything can be Reapers, let's be honest. Anything can be Reapers, and it's amazing when it is, right? But there was kind of a later gas, but the second gas is coming out pretty quickly here from Valk. So it's pretty likely that this is going to end up being Reapers. I think my question now is, how many barracks is it going to make? This is obviously a pretty good map for Reapers. There's just so much space that Reapers can actually jump up here. So it's not really a big surprise to see Valkyrie going for this kind of a build. When you're up against an opponent that is as heavily favored against you as Monk is, it's no surprise to go for this kind of build. And Monk already, I mean, with that early scout, I mean, he's solid over 2 barracks. That's all he really needed to know. He's going to throw down 1 bunker, at least 1 bunker here. He's going to have a nice view of this entire ledge right here. Curious if he's going to throw down another bunker or not. His own first Reaper does come out, and he did respond with the second barracks. Does he have a second gas? No second gas just yet, but that shouldn't really be necessary. He actually got a factory on the way. I assume he's wanting to get in some Hellions pretty soon. And where are the units from Valkyrie? We do have a 3rd barracks on the way for our Purple Terran player, but no units are actually out just yet, which I'm actually kind of surprised about. There's the first Reaper finally popping out. I feel like that Reaper should have been done already. I'm so confused. But alas, it is popped out. 1 Marine in the bunker here for Monk, and I feel like when Valkyrie sees this, he's gonna be pretty sad. He's gonna have to find a different direction to get into this base. And Monk already has another really nice wall set up here. That is natural, kind of bridge location. Troopers have already gone down here for Valkyrie, and I mean, Reapers are only worthwhile in mass. If you lose your first 2 Reapers, you can't get that snowball effect. And Monk has pretty well defended this already. It's going to take, I don't know, things can happen. Things can happen. Falk moves out at a really good time. Maybe some Widowmine support will be good. He's going to have a ton of gas, though. But he is still making 3 Reapers at a time. He's even going for an engineering bay. So, alright, the next part of this build is going to be a planetary fortress rush. He's going to build a CC right here. He's going to float it, and he's going to land it here, and it's going to turn into a planetary. Monk's going to go AFK for 5 minutes when that happens. And it's going to be fine. And that's how Valkyrie's going to win this game. But yeah, the engineering bay actually is going to be out. I'm curious if he's going to go for like +1 upgrades really quickly, or an armor, or if he just wants to get some turrets, because we have Cloak Banshees being response from Monk, which isn't too much of a surprise. Reapers did try to get in to get a little bit of damage. They did get a couple kills, so that's nice. He did kill 3 Marines, but so far he's lost 4 of his own Reapers. So I think 3 Marines for 4 Reapers is an okay trade in any situation. Reapers are starting to get out of hand here. Oh yeah, we're at 6 Reapers, but with the Banshee popping up pretty soon, well, Reapers do not shoot up. As much as they would like to be able to shoot up, they definitely do not shoot up. And there's even a Hellion out now to help out. I almost would have laughed to see a Cyclone, but it is going to be a Banshee. And the Banshee's actually going to move across the map and try and get in its own counter damage. Turrets are kind of strangely placed, to be honest, here for Valkyrie. He is putting them in nice locations now, at least this last one. But was the Banshee going to get in here in time to kill this SCV that's building this? It probably will, if he sees it at least. Okay, he does see it. He should be able to kill that, so that turret's not going to go up, which means he got a nice little area he can actually get in and do some damage if he wants to go do that. And there's actually a couple of units sitting out here outside of the natural. A few Marines are coming out. Actually, a Raven is coming out. Raven kind of in response here from Valkyrie rather than anything else. And if he wants to finish this, he's going to have to actually send more than one SCV, and he's actually just going to lose it. He's going to walk in again with his Reapers. He's going to start picking away at this bunker and these depots here. Grenades going down. And the nice thing about these grenades is the fact that they're damaging all 3 buildings at once. So that's cool. Hellion Reaper up front here. Valkyrie as well. This Banshee, rather uncontested for the moment. Raven is out though, so he does have the vision at least. And he does throw out an auto turret, which auto turrets do so much damage so quickly. So those, that's nice. But still, nothing really that Valkyrie can do against the Reaper and Hellion that's hanging out. He's sending back his 6 Reapers to help defend this, and Monk now has a siege tank. So this is starting to kind of an awkward game. I mean, Monk is just super turtily defensive, but he hasn't necessarily won. He's got kind of a lead, but because of how defensive he's had to play, he's in this really weird position. Eventually, once he starts getting his actual tech out that he wants, and he's getting these Vikings now, he's adding on tanks, and he's got Stim on the way. He's going to feel a lot more comfortable to do anything other than sit in his main base and harass with a Banshee. Which that Banshee is obviously dead now. What just got canceled? Was that an armory that just got canceled? I'm not sure what just got canceled there. Something strange just got canceled. Maybe he was thinking about going into mech through barracks. That totally worked. +1 attack is on the way here for Monk, and +1 armor as well. So once again, despite these openers, Monk is setting up a very solid bioforce for the mid game. Got his tanks started up now, and these Reapers, you know, maybe Monk. I mean, Monk still only he's got 3 Marines and this bunker with a single Marine in it here in the main base. And of course, as I say that, he's moving a tank in to help defend. So JK, I was like, hey, these Reapers can get in here and do a lot of damage, but as it stands, they're going to walk up this ramp and have a really shitty day. Yep. They take 1 tank shot and 1 volley from the Marines, and then one of the Reapers does go down. Resources lost is pretty telling right now. 1,300 resources lost to 1,400 at this early stage of the game. It's pretty rough. But, I mean, Valkyrie's holding his own. He does have his natural down. He's got his own setup, and he's got a lot of units. I mean, some of the Reapers... Hey, there is another Banshee. And there we go. Detection from the Raven. Can get in on top of this. Yeah, he's going to kill that off. The Banshee does kill a couple more workers, so Monk is up to 6 workers, and he's going to force out a couple more turrets at least from Valkyrie, so that's a nice little extra boost of annoyance for Valkyrie to have to deal with. But so despite all of this, Valkyrie is not in a terrible position. I think the biggest thing right now for him is the fact that he has 1 tank. He's got 1 tank, Monk's got 3, and Monk's still building tanks, and he's probably going to get another barracks pretty soon. Or another factory soon, excuse me. Huge drop being loaded up here for Monk. This is something you see a lot in the TVTs. I mean, I've watched Monk play a lot of TVT against Ninkazi, and this seems to happen every single game, where they both do these massive doom drops with a couple of unsieged tanks. And once those tanks get down, it's so hard for the other player to actually defend it. Oh, this Marine, such a good idea to go scout this, but he's just barely too late to actually see it. And the medevacs are going to get in here. They're going to unload everything. They're going to be on top of production. Tanks are going to siege up here. Actually, Valkyrie's in a really good position to actually somewhat defend this. He needs to throw down some auto turrets there to help buffer, but his tank goes down, and without Stim to actually get on top of these tanks, he's now in a really rough position here. The start of the engagement was possibly going to be so good there for Valkyrie. He could have gotten on top of the tanks before they started really taking shots, but he just kind of hesitated. He wanted to get his own tank sieged up before he did that. And he does have a Liberator here, so that's kind of cool. He's got that to help out a little bit. But he's already lost his factory. He's going to lose a barracks, and he's starting to lose some SCVs over here as well. We're up to Sandworker's kill, which is another 4, and he's just kind of slowly streaming in these Marines, which don't have Stim. Of course, so much gas got used early on, but Still, he will clean this up, so that's cool. That's a decent defense, considering it was kind of blind. It was a really good read by Valkyrie to actually kind of think that was coming and say, hey, I should probably get my units somewhere positioned to defend this. Problem being that Monk now has a third command center down. He's got 2-2 on the way. Valk does have a third command center finished at least, so that's he's in a better position than he was the last game even, despite the opener. But this is a rather large army moving across the map right now for Monk. 71 army supply to 41 in favor of our Teal Terran, and he's looking to put on the killing blow here rather soon. He's going to go actually directly. Will he go directly for this command center? He's going to go directly for the command center itself. That's probably going to go down, and there's just so little army here for Valkyrie. Actually trying to use Liberators to help out, help zone a little bit, at least with the Marines, since he does have such a low Marine count, and he still won't stem. I'd actually be kind of surprised to see Monk push into this. Monk is a smart enough player to know that he is so far ahead that he does not need to push. He doesn't need to push me, he doesn't need to. And he's really good at recognizing that. I mean, he's just sitting out here, he's not committing to this push. His tanks are still on siege, so he can evacuate really, really easily if he wanted to. He's just going to wait for more upgrades, wait for more units to get across the map, and go when he feels comfortable doing so. I mean, 2-2 so close to finishing. No point in attacking before that. Oh god, this big drop. That could be nice. Nice one tank. 16 Marine drop there. Of course, there's a 16 Marine drop about to come into the main base here of Valkyrie. Valk does have 2 turrets here, so if these medevacs aren't paying attention, they could get sniped out really, really quickly. Monk trying to make a 4th command center over here, which will eventually get seen by these medevacs, which are boosting on over, actually. They're going to go directly for the 3rd base, which is definitely a better choice, but he doesn't really have much at home. He's got 3 Liberators. He's got a drop to contend with. One of the medevacs did get taken out, but not before most of the Marines got out of there. This big drop up here for Valkyrie is doing a bunch of damage, which is nice. He's going to take out a tank. Take out the tank. Good job. He's going to take out a command center as well. So again, small victories here for Valkyrie, and he's finding ways to kind of stay in this game, but he has no way to contend with this army that's out front right now. And the supplies are relatively even, but still, this army is so massive with the 2-2 upgrades. On top of everything that Valk has, his natural's gone down. He doesn't have that anymore. He did take out the 3rd, which is really nice for Valkyrie, but there's a standing. Well, it's not that much of an army over here. Not that much of an army, but basically whenever Monk decides to turn around and come home, he's going to be fine. And even kind of Valkyrie just moving his Marines into the meat grinder there. We'll have to tap out, so GG. Game number 2 will go to Monk. As I just randomly punch my keyboard. So I'm up with a 2-0 series lead now. It's going to be down to 1 more life for Valkyrie.